Welcome, all my friends on YouTube, Lego Star Wars fans, or even if you're not Star Wars fan. This is an episode of Journal Entry, and it is my time to just whatever is on my mind, either in my brick life, my personal life, what it just anything goes. And so I love your participation. So down below in the comments, just throw whatever's top of mind. Again, it could be personal, can be about the bricks, whatever. You could just put first, that works too. No, I'm kidding. But again, if anybody would like to support the channel, there's a couple ways that you can do it. As again, this I'm not at 1,000, I'm not monetized, all that kind of stuff. So first is to like, again, commentary, subscribe if you haven't already, and just join me on this journey. I also have my Mercari affiliate link in the description of all my videos. So if you haven't, that's kind of my favorite way to buy and sell Lego. Although I think, maybe we should start with that. It's been a quiet week in terms of buying and selling Lego on Mercari. I don't know if it was just that end of year push and now things are selling, but I'm kind of building up my account a little bit. It's been a little bit quiet. For anybody who is interested, go ahead, sign up. And if you have already, make that jump, find stuff around the house and sell it. I've been able to do just over $500 in sales this last year, and it's helped me get a lot of aftermarket things. I don't really have any great examples here, and actually maybe I'll even do a video of all the stuff that I purchased in Mercari, and it's a considerable amount, especially battle packs and the advent calendars. In fact, I think I'm finally not completely done. There's one more video with the final building of the 2017 advent calendar, so I'm forward looking here, and then I do a review. So I did 6 advent calendars this last year, so I only have 4 more left to kind of collect in the collection. Although of course 2023, I'm assuming Lego will come out with another one, so I'll need to buy that one, and then I've got 4 more left to collect. It's the 2019, 2022, 2023, and the 2014, I think, are the ones. Of course, most of them are the most expensive ones because they've got really unique figures. So from there, this week I'm dry. I don't have my wine with me or beer, although it is football season, so I really should be. So congrats to the Kansas City Chiefs that made it. The Bengals beating the Bills, that was pretty crazy. And then 49ers beating out the Cowboys, in Philadelphia taking care of the Giants. So if you're in one of those areas or just a fan of those, unfortunately my Packers are not in it. So the speculation is running rampant. But again, congrats to those teams. Next week it'll be the final for each of those division titles, and then on to the road to Super Bowl. And speaking of Super Bowl, one of the sets that's kind of my Super Bowl is Darth Vader's castle. And I've done a lot of Lego work this week. And so I think last week I posted a lot of videos around vintage haul sorting. I sorted, just right around 1,000 parts and added most of them into the collection. I also, there should be a different video coming out on this soon. I cleaned, a few hundred parts, and we'll be adding those in my collection too. I would say most of them turned out pretty decent. Some of them are still probably, borderline. Maybe I should get rid of them, but I'm deciding to keep them. There were like 3 or 4 parts, even after trying to clean them, that I was like, no, they're just too beat up, and I kind of sayonara'd those couple parts. But yeah, so a lot of sorting, a lot of building, again, finally getting close to finishing. And so I'll reveal, the next week you'll see the final. There should be 2 videos, bag 8, bag 9, and then I'll do a finale next week. And then later on, we're going to do a full review. And then the big thing in February is to really kick it in gear. start building around and kind of modifying the Darth Vader's castle, really making it bigger and maybe a little bit more functional and useful. It's a great play set. I think it's, and again, it's just, I really want to take this set just up a notch and then hopefully display it at Brickworld Chicago. So that's the plan. The other thing this last week, a lot of it, maybe the title of this is planning for the future. So, building Lego and planning for the future is really kind of what it's all about. I should say building, sorting, and planning for the future is really the title for this. I'm kind of coming up with this going because I did a lot of sorting, did a lot of building, and I've been kind of planning things out, making sure that I mapped. There's, I'm with no shortage of content. In fact, I I don't even think my wife knew that I was posting a new video every day for the last month. I've been going straight. In January, there is not going to be a single day that goes by without a video. Part of it is I just want to kind of like experience what that's like, and again, keep putting myself out there. A lot of this is journalizing kind of what I'm doing, and I'm doing a lot, right? So I think it makes sense to put forth a lot of content. I'm not a video editor, so nothing's super fancy, but at the same time, a lot of times I put stuff out there that maybe I would enjoy listening to while I'm building. So and some things really turn out pretty fun, like the Snowtrooper Battle Pack was absolutely a hoot. I really have a lot of fun building with my my kids. A lot of times they're playing Roblox or they're doing other things, and it reminds me of the banter that I had with friends and my brothers and sisters growing up. So that was a lot of fun. I know one other thing that I was missing as I kind of go through past and what's to come. One thing that you shall see is the book club will be coming back. Griffin did his manga collection. There's going to be more books. I did some hauls with some Lego specific books, which really don't get reviewed very much, and so I'll put those out there. Then I have some business books that I'm reading. There's the Thrawn book that I'm reading, so I'm working on those. You should see that kick off sometime mid to end of February for sure. So that's really coming. What else is out there? Oh, I've been doing a lot of fun videos around the Pick-a-Brick wall. And one thing that's, as a newer kind of getting back into Lego and collecting, and I'm always, I'm on a budget, right? So, we have a pretty limited budget for me to just go out and just start buying sets and stuff like that. So I'm always looking for like the most effective way. I started off buying on Facebook, kind of like, working the aftermarket. Haven't done Bricklink, or I did eBay a few times. I've done, of course, gotten deals on like Amazon, Costco, Walmart, Target. I've done, odd jobs just to get cash or just to get gift cards, stuff like that. But one, again, is it as you're kind of, if you're doing mocks or doing designs or along those lines, what is the most effective way to kind of get so many parts? Some of it is by gifting. I mean, that's pretty nice, but those aren't new parts. Those are used. So it's kind of a mixed bag there. But in a lot of cases, the Pick-a-Brick wall, if you really kind of watch things, work with your store managers, those types of things to kind of work on certain parts, that can be a really, really lucrative way. As I've been kind of doing the analysis, you find that the smaller parts are definitely better for the Pick-a-Brick wall. As the parts get bigger, it starts to become kind of an even sum game with versus like the average Bricklink prices. The only areas that's really, really outstanding is that you do get some parts at the Pick-a-Brick wall, in terms of like dark orange or just like sand blue or different colors that aren't quite as common and that are more expensive on Bricklink. And certainly it's a better value than going through the pick out a part, the parts store essentially on Lego.com. So that's what I've been doing a lot of. Vader's Castle continues. Let's see, what else am I missing? Nope, that is about it. Though you should see each week there's going to be a mix of Lego Star Wars reviews, which I'm really excited about. The next few, throughout February, you'll see that a lot of the advent calendars that I built in December I'll do full reviews of those. Eventually, once I get all of them, I'll try to kind of rate them and kind of give kind of like a final, review one versus the other. I don't have them all to kind of give my opinion. Still have a bunch of builds left that I need to kind of break down and put in my parts collection. I feel like I've been nonstop sorting. So that's it. It's been sorting, building, and planning for the future. And one last thing. So in the personal life, again, it was just, sometimes it's it's hard having just the boring life of working really hard. One thing is I want to just big shout out as a reminder to myself, and she knows it too. I'm really proud of my daughter. She scored her first big basket in basketball and has been working really hard, did her final game, got some really good playing time and played awesome. It's so much fun to see how she enjoys it and how she plays, and she's worked really hard. So I very much appreciate her. So that's it for this episode. It's just really focused on the brick. So, there's other things going on in the world, but, I'm trying to use Lego is that escape. Maybe it's an escape for you. It is for me. It's a lot of fun. And I'm having a lot of fun just recording myself and putting myself out on YouTube as I go. So that's it for this episode of Journal Entry. Keep building, keep sorting, and let's post your video and let me know about it. Let's talk. Catch you on the next one. Bye for now.